Hello everyone, welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Akanksha and you are watching Akanksha's English Hub, and this is day 3 of our 7-day English shadowing challenge. If you haven't watched day 1 and day 2, don't worry, you can find them on my channel. You can practice them first, and if you have completed them, welcome back. Today we are going to take our English one step further. In this video, we are going to practice sentences related to emotions, feelings, and real life experiences. And today, you are going to learn sentences that you can actually use while talking to someone in your real life. As always, I'll say the sentence first, then I'll pause, and then you will repeat after me. And try to copy my pronunciation, rhythm, and intonation. And don't just listen, please try to speak out loud. And if you are ready, let's begin with day 3. Part 1 will be the warm up round where we are going to learn very easy, simple sentences. And we are going to learn how to talk about how are you feeling. Let's get started. I am feeling a little tired today. I am feeling a little tired today. I have had a pretty busy day, so I just want to relax. I have had a pretty busy day, so I just want to relax. I am feeling much better now. I am feeling much better now. I'm not really in the mood to go out today. I am not in the mood to. This is a very useful sentence for everyday conversation. Whenever you want to say that you don't want to do something just because you don't feel like doing it, that time you can use this expression as well, that I am not in mood to doing it. Part 2, talking about happiness and excitement. Now let's learn some positive sentences related to feelings. I was really happy when I heard the good news. I was really happy when I heard the good news. I couldn't stop smiling when I found out. I couldn't stop smiling when I found out. This one is a very natural way of saying that something made you extremely happy. I was so excited that I couldn't sleep that night. I was so excited that I couldn't sleep that night. It was one of the happiest moments I have had in a long time. There was a quite long, right? Let's break it down. It was one of the happiest moments I have had in a long time. Good job. Now let's move on to part 3 where we will be practicing some sentences related to worry, disappointment, nervousness. Because in real life, we don't always feel happy, right? Sometimes we go through such emotions like worry, nervousness, disappointment, frustration, sadness. We feel all kinds of emotions. So we should know how to express all these emotions, right? So today in this part, we are going to learn about it. I was a little nervous before I started. I was a little nervous before I started. I didn't know what to expect, so I was a bit nervous. I didn't know what to expect, so I was a bit nervous. I was worried that something might go wrong. I was worried that something might go wrong. I felt disappointed when things didn't go the way I expected. I felt disappointed when things didn't go the way I expected. Now, here comes part 4, how experiences make us feel. This is where our sentences become a little more conversational. I didn't expect it to be so difficult. I didn't expect it to be so difficult. At first, I wasn't sure if I could do it. At first, I wasn't sure if I could do it. But once I started, I realized it wasn't as difficult as I thought. But once I started, I realized it wasn't as difficult as I thought. That experience taught me that I shouldn't give up so quickly. That experience taught me that I shouldn't give up so quickly. Part 5, sharing your opinions and feelings. Honestly, I didn't know how I would feel about it. Honestly, I didn't know how I would feel about it. To be honest, I was expecting something completely different. To be honest, I was expecting something completely different. Looking back, I think it was a good experience. Looking back, I think it was a good experience. Looking back means thinking about something that happened in the past. So, whenever we talk about any past experiences, we can use this short expression looking back. Now that I think about it, I'm glad I decided to try. Now that I think about it, I'm glad I decided to try. Part 6 will be a natural mini conversation. Imagine you are talking to your friend about something you recently tried. How did it go? Honestly, I was pretty nervous at first. Really? Why were you nervous? I didn't know what to expect and I wasn't sure if I could do it. And what happened? Once I started, I realized it wasn't as difficult as I thought. So, are you happy that you tried? Yes, definitely. Looking back, I'm really glad that I decided to try. That's great. Would you do it again? Yes, I would. I think I would feel much more confident next time. Well done. If you're still here, give yourself a pat on the back because it's not that easy to keep practicing for this long. If you did it, that's a very good job. Now, this is going to be your final challenge of day 3. I'm going to give you a topic and you need to speak on this topic for 50 or 60 seconds. I want you to talk about the time when you were extremely nervous. but you still decided to do something anyway. It could be anything. Maybe you gave a presentation, maybe you spoke to someone in English, maybe you started something new, maybe you uploaded your first video. It could be anything. Just try to speak and don't prepare a lot. Just try to open your mouth and express your feelings. You can start by saying that I remember a time when, then talk about what you decided to do, why you were nervous, what happened, how you felt afterwards, and what you learned from that experience. For example, I remember a time when I had to speak to a group of people. Initially, I was extremely nervous. I wasn't sure if I could do it, but then I went to them and I started talking to them. And then I realized it wasn't that difficult as I thought it could. And afterward, I felt much more comfortable. Looking back, I'm glad I did it because it taught me not to be afraid of making mistakes. And that's all for day 3. If you completed today's practice, comment below day 3. Tomorrow we will be practicing English for real life situations and everyday conversations. So stay tuned and I'll see you tomorrow. Till then, keep learning and keep practicing. Bye bye.